Hey everyone, my name is Luke Barton with 360 IT Partners out of Virginia Beach, Virginia. And today we're going to do just a quick little instructional video on how to turn your X50 sidecar into a working X50 sidecar if you happen to have received one of the Polycom X450s that simply just has the USB port inverted. So the X50 has got a USB key on the side that's going to be sliding into the side of your X450 right there. And if you've got one of the X450s with the inverse USB key, the answer is very simple. Instead of going through all the headache of an RMA and the time that it takes to get it back, if you've got a Phillips head, 4 minutes of your time, you can be back in business. So there are 4 screws on the back of the X50 sidecar. You take those 4 screws out, and then you're going to use a flathead to simply open up the clamshell of the plastic. It'll come apart, and then you're left with this. As you can see, it's not in the motherboard, it's just a simple USB cord, and all you gotta do is flip it around. So, first we're going to unplug it from the motherboard, set that aside. Next, you'll find there is a small bracket with 2 screws. You undo those 2 screws, that's gonna come off, and then your USB key will slide right out, and we're simply gonna turn it upside down and slide it back in. Now it's not going to fit exactly the way that it was because there are some plastic nuances, but it does work just fine. So just give a little bit of a press in there, and then you're going to take your little bracket, put that back on there, and just carefully guide your screws so that it holds it in place. We're going to tighten those down. There's 1, and there's 2, and we don't have to over tighten it. Some people like to muscle things. I like to just get things snug so that that's in there snug, and obviously no pressure that way is going to push it out of the way. Then we're going to grab the other side with the motherboard. We're going to connect back to it and snap the plastic carefully back together. There we go. And we'll slide these screws back in. Now, like I said, it's not very difficult, so if you're even somewhat mechanically inclined, you should be able to figure this out. We're not talking about brain surgery here. Just a couple of screws, and then just flip that USB key around. Plus, if you're doing this in front of a customer, you're going to look like a real wizard. Last but not least, there's number 4. Put the kickstand back on it. Now let's see if we get some juice. So there is our 450. We're going to slide that right up to it, and it should now, voila, we are in business. And if you are putting your X50 on for the first time, there is a firmware update that you need to do. So just get into the web UI, work with your awesome support folks at Nextiva, and they can get that firmware up to date, and you'll be using your X50, and it'll look like this. How great is that? Beautiful sidecar. All right, guys, good luck. Hope you didn't get bored to death by that little tech video. Have a great day. Happy Masters Week.